U.S. Bank. Go. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Cook on the toss left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd down and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Left side completion to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. No, it's incomplete. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers out to his left. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first down throw for Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Dillon.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis.
Excellent work there to get in on the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down. Here's Cousins.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll run with Cook, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cook. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing here, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing, Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson,
his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Cousins now on the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins here to throw. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Again, it's Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never. Not